are saddened by the loss of NBA Hall of Famer and legend Elgin Baylor. He was an inspiration for both the sport of basketball and as a social justice pioneer, a transcendent player that changed the game and had the courage to stand up and
The soaring CN Tower is seen from the... A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions there. But this is going to where the team stands. Look at Philadelphia, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, Toronto just way behind.
And right now for the 76ers, for me, they've taken the league by storm this season. I felt like they were maybe a year ahead of schedule in terms of being an elite group. But you look at them right now, and here they are.
Yeah, they weren't really on anyone's radar before the season began, but they're definitely there now.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Rajon Rondo is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Davis at the 4 spot. And for the Raptors, they've got Brandon Roy, and it's O'Neal in at the 4 slot. And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Pass to Drummond. Outside Rondo, 6 on the shot clock. And Shaq pulls it down. Pushing it up. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Greg, the 2 words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. And he gets it to go.
And O'Neal, just a brute on the block, simply overpowers the opposition.
Rondo passes to Leonard. Here's Butler for 3. Gilmore grabs the miss.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
And the pass to Rice. For 3, Roy. Here's O'Neal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Toronto shooting their first free throws here tonight. And he knocks down the first one. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Pass to Roy. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. It's good on the putback.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Leonard attacking the offensive rebound. Oh, and he picks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Rice. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Raptors. Mitchell comes in for Brandon Roy. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The 76ers trail by 11. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Last time they met was in Toronto, where they beat the Raptors.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. Donovan Mitchell, number 1.
What a performance defensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Kirilenko kicks to Terry. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And the strength from the big man. Griffin just refusing to quit and muscling it in. Wow.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Free throw drops for Griffin. And the Raptors with possession. They're on an 11-3 run. Pass to Archibald. 1:46 left in the first quarter of the game. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Bagley finds Wade. A floater, and it's good on the layup.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Toronto leading by 8. Mitchell outside. Pass to Archibald. DeRozan, and it's DeRozan with the extra effort.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
1:09 left in the first. Wade against Mitchell. The pass to Terry. Oh, Griffin in possession. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yet another way Griffin beats you. Great body control going up over the top.
Here's Archibald. Good work defensively by Terry.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
The 76ers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
That's good from Wade. And so he makes both from the line. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mitchell kicks the ball. Back to Mitchell. He can't get that one. Excellent D from Wade. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Outside Terry. Good on the three-point shot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Mitchell. Here's O'Neal. And he banks in the layup. O'Neal's got 7 points.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Near the three-point line, it's Wade. And again, it's Philadelphia.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort and continues to give you great production.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Raptors lead by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Shaquille O'Neal all out there with Mitchell. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Robinson. In at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Terry, following the basket by Shaquille O'Neal. Wade left side, sinks that one from the post. He's got 8.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Raptors. Here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
Now, here's Wade. 8 points for him. And here's Leonard from 3. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in. And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Some changes for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond's checked in for Griffin. Anthony Davis comes in for Andre Kirilenko. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jason Terry. Now here's Rondo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Leonard finds Drummond over Robinson. Robinson with the block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Rice. Fires the 3. Traps in the tray. Rice has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth at the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Outside Roy, all sorts of time. The shot comes out, and it's Philadelphia the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
And the Raptors with the ball after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Outside for Roy. And the Raptors miss again.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Stolen by Robinson. Here's Rice. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, sometimes he comes off as maybe being laid back, but Gilmore is a fierce competitor in the post, and it comes out in his rebounding more than anywhere else.
Now here's Wade. 10 points for him. Passes it to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Drummond trying to get himself free, and it's Butler missing. Toronto leading by 10. Here's Roy, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never